From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And some room to work. Powering his way forward. That one good for 33 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch that.
Watson with a give to Miller. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now Watson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll try and roll. This is Johnson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And they'll run for it with Miller. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Miller kept out of the end zone on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
They run. Devontae Freeman. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. Now Ryan on 1st down. Jones has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
Ryan, this complete to Jones. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, we're ready. 25. Here we go again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. It's caught. Jones. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll try the air now with Watson. Flushed out right. He's letting this one go. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. J.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Check it back.
On third down, Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter. 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studio. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Ready. Hey, 59, ready.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. This one caught by Ridley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Tuesday. Back.
Now Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Watch safety creep, man. Safety's creeping. Shift.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On first down, Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Let's go, do 3-6. Let's go, do 3-5. Here we go. Slam. Switch.
On 1st and 10, Watson steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
19. 45. Watch the slam. Slam. Shift. Check 24. Check 99.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
45. Mike, 45. Hey, pick your game up. Kill. Hey, turn it out. 49. Check 49. Watch the safety creep. Check 4. Watch 9.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Ryan now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Watch the run, watch the run. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll go with a draw. Watson hands to Miller. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, Miller. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Watson eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
It's out time, guys. It's out time. 45 to Mike.
3rd and long, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Will Fuller. Incomplete. Sets up.
Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Check. 22. Check 25. Showing up. Check 9. Bang, break it up.
Freeman again. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And now it's third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. J.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. Pressure. Check 26. Hey, great play. Oh, and he's got it. Watch it,
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be...
It got his man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, an 80-yard touchdown, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. They're going to try and run for it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Let's get it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Watson. Flush to his right. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, it's Miller. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, You think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long from Houston.